Here we go. You ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Welcome back, mutual friends. Today we've got Lachlan Fairbairn. We've had the other one. Now it's time you're here.
And
We've
you
had
know
the
what?
other one quite a few times, actually.
I really did start out as a mutual friend.
No, you did.
Like a legitimate mutual friend.
So you out of everyone deserve to be here.
I reckon I'm the most mutual friend that you've ever had.
Really? You're the one. We're not doing this again. There was Jordan claiming he's the mutual friend.
Oh, really? Has this happened before?
Yeah. You're not
really?
the only person who wants to be the golden mutual friend.
I suppose, but I remember Jackson was like, oh, yeah, we're hanging out. And they keep inviting you, but I keep forgetting to tell you.
Oh, he's so bad at
And I was like,
including you.
Jackson, you idiot.
I know.
Pass
I
it
spent
on.
months being like, when's Lachlan going to come
Tom's
to something?
only wanted
I thought you guys hated me, I think.
No.
No, not really. But Jackson was like, oh, yeah, everyone keeps asking for you to come, and I just keep forgetting, I suppose. I'm like, you don't realize that's like the most
I think he
awful
was
thing.
gatekeeping us from you or you from us.
I think he's not that deep.
I don't think he thought it through and he's just forgotten
No,
everything.
every time he said, no, I want him to come, I believed him.
Yeah.
And then he'd just forget to tell you.
Yeah.
So it
But
took
I'm
us a
glad
while
you're
to meet
here.
Lachlan.
I'm glad we've finally actually made it happen because you guys are so great and it's so
know.
such a nice little group we've got all
I
humming along now.
know.
And we've had our Adelaide trip.
I know.
Which is-
So we're closer than ever.
Yes.
We've met your parents.
Yeah, you've met the Rents. Yeah.
And the step parents and
Yep.
the animals.
Yep, and the babies.
Yes. Yeah, actually.
You've done everything.
We've done the whole family tree.
Yeah, you've been out there.
So
we've been through
here you
some
are.
shit.
For those who don't know who Lachlan is, you are a comedian, a podcaster. You started off as a YouTuber. That's how you got your fame.
Yeah, actually, no, we started off on Facebook.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Uh-huh.
This whole time?
2016 Facebook. Yeah.
Take us back there. What was
Okay,
that
so
like?
I wasn't in it. It was Jackson. And Jackson always had kind of like that face and voice that was funny.
It's
so,
the Lachlan.
Yeah. And he honestly still does. So that's kind of just like a shortcut to like, you know, getting things going. So I just filmed him and I would come up with funny ideas like top 5 places to sit when you don't have a seat. And he would sit on things. And
So relatable.
top 5 worst surfaces to ride a scooter on. So
Hell yeah.
number 1 was cracked pavement because that will just send you flying. out.
Definitely.
And then we would go viral on Facebook, which honestly was like, that was where you
And
would
how old
go.
were you in 2016?
I was 17. I was 18.
Wow.
Yep,
Wait,
and-
and how old? I thought he was like 12 when you started all this.
Nah, I mean, we had been, I'd always been making funny videos and like putting him in them, but there was like no one watching, just our friends.
Yeah.
And then when I was in year 12, so I was 17, he was 15. They started going viral. It got really weird because he got sort of like famous, like pretty
He did before you.
100%. Yeah,
But you're
yeah.
the brains behind it all.
Sometimes that's how it happens.
That's how it goes. Old Tomkey knows what that's like.
Yeah, sometimes. But I was like Tom. I was like, I don't really care. I just kind of like want to make stuff.
Yep.
And I
You're
was
the true artist.
Yeah, but he also was good to just film. Like you could film him doing stuff.
Surely you could just put a camera on him and it's just
Yeah.
him being him and it's like,
Yeah.
there's comedy.
And he was pretty chubby, and it was like he was a sort of like younger brother where I'd be like, "Oh, I'll get Jackson to come around to my friend group, and he'll dance, and they'll like everyone will laugh."
He's the monkey. Like, yeah. The
Yeah.
court jester
Yeah.
making you laugh.
Yeah, and then he would come serve his purpose, and then like go away. Yeah,
As he'd shoot at his feet. Yeah.
Dance,
All right,
dance.
we're done with you. Get
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Oh, you hit me. Yeah. And so, like, it was really weird because the teachers didn't know how to handle it because Jackson became, like, legitimately famous amongst young people in Australia while he was fully in school.
Oh.
Yeah. And
you
so
created a monster.
I did, yeah. I ruined his whole schooling. I really did, yeah. And so
He's the reason. You're the reason he never finished.
I have actual guilt about this.
Wait,
Like,
really?
yeah, because I would drag us away, like, oh, we got a great opportunity. And he's like, I have exam. Like, we went on tour.
You're like, you don't need exams.
We went on tour
You
while
got
he had.
fans.
I was the manager. That's like,
Yeah,
we've got to
you're-
book more shows.
You're Elvis's, Colonel
Yeah,
Parker.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
like
yeah.
working him to the bone.
Yeah, I'm Tom Hanks doing a shithouse impression.
He's doing Vegas. Jackson's
Yeah, yeah.
doing what? Adelaide
Yeah.
for the 6th night in a
But
row,
sir, I need an education. Don't worry about that. You got money.
and that'll never leave you.
Anyways, so there was a real like thing where I was like, what am I doing? Like, is this a good idea? No one stopped us. And then I remember he like played the trumpet and he did like a band show like at some farm fair.
Yeah.
And everyone like kept coming up to him and taking photos. And the teachers were like, what do we do?
Wow.
Like, what do we've never had this problem before. Probably haven't had it since.
That's kind of a slay.
Almost,
But
yeah.
were they getting photos with you as well?
Well, I wasn't at this thing.
Oh.
But at that time, Jackson was really well recognized and I wasn't. And so And I never really planned to be, but eventually I was kind of like, I want to start being in these things, and I was making them, so I was, why not? And there was actually a little bit of like jealousy from Jackson at that point. He was like, you just want to be in them too. You just want
He's
to.
like, yeah, you can't handle that I get all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
praise.
yeah. And I was like, that's not
my
true.
thing.
And we used to like have like mini argument. He'd be like, you just want to be famous too, like me. It was like, well, it was like
do
that.
Tom and I have those discussions?
Anyways, and then in about 2017, when I was out of school, I remember that like all the videos were just Jackson doing like this thing and that thing.
Yeah.
And then finally I was like, I want to do like a skit where it's like written and we have a conversation, like a back and forth conversation.
Transformed your sketch style.
And I made one, and it was called The Qualified Auto Mechanic. And what it was that we were in a car, and our car broke down, and then Jackson got out, and then the hood was up, and then I could hear like a rattle gun, like zzz, 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 zzz. I'm like, what's going on? And then I heard like sawing wood,
Yeah.
like shh, 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 shh. And I'm like, are you sawing wood? And then I don't know, a few other crazy things. And then he gets back in the car.
I love the idea of you explaining a visual sketch over a podcast. I guess you had to be there, but it's a very funny sketch.
No, I reckon this comes across in
Yeah,
description as well.
yeah.
And then he got in, and then he's like, start her up. And I'm like, what? And he's like, start her up. And then he goes, vroom, vroom, vroom. And I'm like, what the? And we drive off, right? And
Okay.
that's Qualified Auto Mechanic, right? And I was like, I just wanted to, it felt like avant-garde to make like a
Yeah.
sketch that had no real, it wasn't like when this happens, when your brother, it was like
Well, that is avant-garde. I mean,
on
people
TikTok
still
it
aren't.
is.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I put it on Facebook, and it went really viral for Facebook. I got like 4 million views, and I remember being like, "That's it. We're transitioning to sketches."
Yep.
And we sort of did, and I was like so excited because I was like, now I get to be in them as much. Like now it's like a back and forth thing. It's not just me filming Jackson. So yeah,
God.
that's kind
I
of
get
how.
fed up with that too.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Well, you were really ahead of the time then.
Yeah, I don't know. We were just like making. I don't really even know. We were just making things.
Well, you were. You were like the original social media content creators.
But that's not even true at all. Like, I remember we were like, we're the new guys. Everyone's been
Really?
around for so long. I remember every time I met like Frenchie or
Wait,
like,
you're so right. There's like other people older than us. I always forget that.
yeah. To a lot of people now, we're like the old guard.
I know.
But,
yeah.
But for
Did you
us,
see the other day there was this video on TikTok? We'll get back to your career.
yeah.
There was
Sorry
like
if I've just hijacked with my own.
No, it's literally
this
you're
is
the
the
guest.
story of me. Welcome to LachlanFairbairn.com.
Nobody asked. We're wrapping it up.
Yeah.
This like interviewer in LA like stopped all these little teens in their little midriffs out. And
Yeah.
me being salty. And they were like, to you, like how old would someone be born to be classified as old? And they were like, 2002.
Yeah, I hate this.
I was
I
like,
hate this.
Okay.
You know what, Tilly? Getting older actually is like the most painful thing.
I know.
Because people are like 90s.
I know.
And I'm like, what are you 90s I miss when people were like, oh my God, 98.
I think
We're
it's
so young.
distorted too because we are in like social media is for young people.
Yeah,
you
we
know,
pander
like
towards young
we're not
people,
like
yeah.
doctors and lawyers. I think we'd feel very young in that field,
Yeah.
but
And I
we're
feel
competing
like
with children.
people in their late 20s, I'm 26, but people in their late 20s used to, or maybe a lot of them still do, just we're not in that world, but they used to go to real jobs
Yeah.
and work with even older people.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then we're looking down
I
at
know.
our teenage fans and stuff.
No,
And we're like, oh my God, I'm ancient.
legit.
I'm ancient.
So
Yeah.
then after Facebook, then you went to YouTube.
Yeah, and my number one goal was to like have a big YouTube channel. But
Well, guess what? You got it.
it happened, but it happened way later. So it felt like we'd been going forever.
Like 2 years? How
It was
long
like
forever?
it was like the end of 2018. We'd had a few like YouTubery sort of things. We had like 150,000 subscribers, and that was great. And each video maybe would get like 30,000 views on YouTube. This was before shorts or anything, so it was just a straight up video. And I was like, "That's great." The money didn't really make much money, but it was kind of like, "That's cool." And then we had like a video that I made about like Red Dead Redemption. This is the end of 2018.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So it was like Jackson riding a horse, and he like robs me, but with a knife because guns aren't legal here. And
What gun?
it was
yeah,
Red Dead
yeah.
Redemption in Australia,
Right. Yep.
and there's no guns.
That's
that was
funny.
like the thing. And then I just remember I put it up, and then by the time I went to bed on YouTube, like on TikTok, like numbers get so big that you're like, like 1 million, like that's not much. But this was like going towards like 200,000 by the time I went to bed. And I was like, what the fuck? You know, when you have one of your first viral thing and you feel like weak, you're like, what is happening? What's happening?
Beloved.
Yeah.
People get it.
And you're like, I'm going to be on the news tomorrow.
You have been on the
That did
news.
happen to us. Yeah.
Because of that video?
No, that happened like a year and a half earlier.
Oh.
Yeah, we had like a viral Facebook video, and then the Today Show were like, do you want to come on the Today Show?
I love the things that they find newsworthy.
Yeah.
What was it? What do you remember the video?
Yeah, it was called How to Be a Farmer. And it was Jackson you can imagine you've been to our farm, right? So just Jackson walking around.
Pretending to be your dad.
Yeah, I'd look at something, I'd be like, mess around with that a little bit. And then he would, and then it would be funny. Like,
oh my God.
And then,
do you reckon it was simpler back then to get a laugh?
yeah. It's pretty simple now sometimes.
But it's true. I'm not saying like what I do is like
yeah, I've definitely complicated it for myself.
But you have to like keep pushing yourself to keep thinking and like elevating it.
I'm just in such a zone, so are you, of like just coming up with ideas and just again and again and again. And like, when was that? 2016? How long ago is that now? That's 8 years ago? That's 9 years ago.
That's a long career.
So it's just been 9 years of vaguely being like, what would be funny just in your brain?
And you know how things then just all stop being funny to you? And like literally Tom and I will be like, what even is funny?
Yeah.
What even is humor?
You know, when you have an idea and then your first thought is, but that's nothing.
Yeah.
And then you like tease it out. You're like, no. And then someone's like, oh, that's good. And then you're like, is it? Well, maybe it is.
I guess
good.
if you say so. Yeah.
But your first thought, sometimes my first thought is like, that'd be good in a world where I could do something like that. And then I'm like, maybe I do.
This world.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So when we went on, so they brought like all the cameras out to our farm.
Oh, right.
And they put earpieces in, and I had Lisa Wilkinson.
Oh my God.
And
yeah.
Ben Fordham
Yeah.
in my ear, and you couldn't see him. They're just like, "Hey boys," and we're like on the farm. We're like, "Hello," and then that day, the project were like, "Come on, the project," because they saw it.
A real media day for you.
It was
two.
like it was like a flurry of me. Anyways,
Wow.
so then we went into Adelaide and we green screened in to the project.
Really?
Like both in the same day. Yeah.
Oh my God. So the project saw you that morning
On
and
the
we're
Today
like,
Show,
perfect, we need to fill a slot.
Yeah, can you believe that?
Yeah, that's very
I didn't
like
know they
on
worked.
the fly.
Yeah, they were just like.
I mean, you expect them to be a lot more like thought out and
Yeah.
you're like, you guys are just.
And I remember they made fun of us on the project a little bit because that's how the project goes. And I was like,
Well, that's why
fuck
they're
you guys.
no longer.
I know. I remember.
They got their comeuppance.
Yeah. And
What did they say?
What's Peter Hellier? He was a prick to us. Yeah. He was.
What, he's like, just doing jokes on a farm, are you?
I don't know. He just like, he didn't want us to be the fun because Jackson was like actually
Yeah.
making them laugh like a lot. Like you could hear the audience laugh in
Oh,
the studio.
really?
Yeah. And then I feel like he was like, I might just be projecting, but I feel like he was like, I'm going to get the laugh here. And he
Yeah.
like made fun of Jackson's hair or something. He was like, look like a girl mate or something like that.
Oh, geez.
Like got the man bun going on. Does that help with the ladies? Like sort of, it was like, you could tell it was so, and I
He's
was
like, I need to get the last laugh and upstage. Yeah.
But it was still a fun experience. And I was like 18 and we were just like, wow. Yeah.
Wow as in can't believe I'm on TV or
Yeah.
wow, Peter
Yeah.
Hellier sucks.
Both.
Yeah,
But I remember
nice.
talking to Carrie. I remember thinking she was so pretty.
Oh, yeah, she is.
Yeah. And I was just like, best day ever.
Carrie Bickmore.
Yeah, I was like,
Mrs. Carrie Bickmore. No, what is like you, Mrs. Lachlan Bickmore.
Mrs. Carrie
Mr.
Fairbairn.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I remember that one was like, they had a little screen to the side and I kept looking at it. So now whenever I watch it back, I can see myself like do this.
Oh, what was
And
the screen?
It was like, it was the
a
studio.
monitor of
It was-
you. Oh,
yeah, it was me and them
oh, right.
as well. And I shouldn't have been looking at it. I should have just been barreling the camera.
It's like when you're staring at yourself
Yeah.
on the viewfinder
yeah,
or something.
yeah, you can't. And people don't realize when you go on TV and zoom into it, when you're watching it on TV, it's like, oh, they're looking at each other. But when you're doing it, you're looking at a piece of glass on a camera, and you got to imagine that's like a bunch of people. You know what I mean?
Totally.
And then you have an earpiece in, and then you've got a
and
whole
the lag.
Yeah, there's a lag. Yeah, and then there's a whole room of people, and they'll be like, all right, Lachlan Jackson. In 5 seconds, you're going to be talking to the whole crew.
Oh my
And then they're
God.
like-
Also, it's live. That really freaks me out.
Yeah, the project wasn't live.
Oh, but there is a live audience. But
yeah, it is live. Yeah,
But I
yeah.
guess they can like cut
And you
it
can
if
hear this whole audience, but for us, it's literally like how you and I are right now.
Oh.
It was like a room this big, literally this big, the green behind us, green screen,
Yeah.
and the camera guy, and they put an earpiece in, and then they were like, all right, you'll hear what you need to hear. And we were just like,
Hey.
okay, could you get some fucking atmosphere in this room for us right now?
No, I remember that. So I went on the chase once.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but it wasn't because I auditioned. Let that be clear. I'm not good at
You
trivia.
were like an audience member that actually got some screen time. Like you just kept
No,
chirping.
so I wish. It happened like I just moved to Sydney and I randomly made friends with the casting director
Wait, so like
through
last
Facebook.
year?
This is the first time I moved to Sydney, so maybe like 3 years ago.
Okay.
And then I over Facebook, like the most random little comedy improv group, made friends with the casting director, and she happened to be casting for The Chase.
Yeah.
And then like really randomly messaged being like, we need someone to fill a spot because a contestant has pulled out for tomorrow night's episode. Can you do it? I just think you'd be entertaining. And so I was like, oh, sure. Like, how hard can it be? Very hard. And it's really embarrassing when, like, I don't know general knowledge.
Those shows are hard.
They're really hard. And I was there with, like, 3 other people. Like, anyone who hasn't seen The Chase, it's a general knowledge, like, quiz show.
Yeah, and you've got to fight, like, the smartest person alive.
Literally they all have different intense
Like vibes.
names. Like it's like the brainstorm, and he's like never lost a question in his life. And then and now that one who's, I think there's an American or a UK one, and she's like the Duchess, or she's really scary looking.
Yeah.
And so I was up against, I can't remember his name, but anyway, I got like 3 questions right. It was the most like awkward, embarrassing night, but it was very funny, and the like no ambience at all. You think there's a live audience there. You think that they're like all vibing.
Yeah.
You get nothing, and they'll just put a camera on you and be like, pretend your teammate has just got an answer right. Now react.
Oh, really?
And
They
you have
broke
to
it
be
down
like-
that way?
You have to be like, yay!
Oh, I didn't
Dead.
know they did that.
And
yeah.
now they just got something wrong. And you're like, oh, what are we doing?
That
Like,
is
it's so much acting involved.
That's crazy. That's right. I don't think they should ever do that. I mean,
Yeah.
like, we were asked to go on a cooking show that I won't name. Okay, but let's call it Schmy, Schmitch, and Schmalls, okay?
MasterChef.
And they were is that show still on? Is My Kitchen Rules still on?
I think so.
You know My Kitchen Rules? Yeah. Anyways.
Oh,
this is
you
a
just
bit of-
gave it away.
I wonder if I can get in trouble for this. I don't know.
Did you
Who
sign
cares?
an NDA?
No, I didn't sign anything. They
Me
wanted us
neither.
on. We never did it. And we were like, we don't know how to cook. And they were like, don't worry, we'll help you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. What's
Right.
real? What's
Well,
not?
that's the difference between a cooking show and just like entertainment. Like, it's just, they just
Yeah.
want like the chemistry of the you two.
Yeah.
They
And
don't
they're like,
care
we
what
won't let
food.
that get in the way
Yeah.
of what we need, which is the personalities.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that was like when I went on, for an IKEA, what was it, like on their social media, we had to make, it was called Meatballs at Mine, and
Yeah.
we had to like make meals, and like we didn't cook a single thing. Like
Yeah.
it was just like we had the IKEA chefs made the meatballs.
Yeah.
Like,
Because the worst thing that would happen is that the content is not what they need.
yeah, it's in their best interest to like show off good food.
Yeah.
If you're not like cooking to be eliminated.
Yeah, it's definitely like that. Would you ever go on like a reality TV program?
I don't.
I'd love to see you on like I'm a Celebrity, like in like a pit of spiders.
Oh no!
You'd be the perfect pit of spiders girl. I'm in a pit of spiders.
You seen the pit of spiders? Yeah, that's me.
This is the worst thing to happen to Tilly.
POS girl.
The Amazing Race reached out once.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
happy with
really don't think I could because I'm very fussy about my routine.
Yeah, I know. And it's always like, we'll give you this amount of money. And it's like, yeah, but you want 3 months of my life. Like, that's actually kind of crazy.
I hate like the feeling of being trapped somewhere and like I can't leave sort of thing.
Yeah,
you know, like
yeah.
I just want to live my life how I want to.
Yeah. And if you're shooting like a movie or a show, at least it's like they'll look after you. Nothing that's happening is kind of real.
Yeah.
It's a set. But if you're doing a reality thing, you know, you're really out there.
Also reality. I'm so sorry. My phone's thing. The reality show is not like how I want to be perceived.
Yeah, I know. And it's like,
It's
it's
not.
rarely a good outcome.
No,
You know?
and then what? You'd get home and you'd be like, "Oh, cool! So they've edited me as the villain or like the dumb blonde." Like,
Yeah. And even if it all goes really well, then it's just kind of like, great, what did that really do?
Yeah,
now,
right.
now this is some crazy kind of like, now a lot of mums know me, I suppose.
But it is
know?
tempting.
Yeah.
Abby
does-
Chatfield kind of nailed it.
She did.
She definitely did. But I think if you've already got something kind of good going, like, why would you do it?
Truly.
Like, if you can use it as like a leg up. You know what I mean?
Having said that, I'm going to be on Big Brother next season. Watch Channel 10.
Oh, I might do one day. I don't know.
You would?
Oh, depends on if it's like easy enough. You know what I mean?
You'd go on A Farmer Wants a Wife.
I could go,
Oh my God.
but I'm not a farmer.
The son of a farmer wants a wife.
Yeah. I live in the inner west of Sydney.
Yeah.
I have some vague like sheep handling skills that get used once a year.
Yes.
I go to my dad and he thinks I'm like a city boy. I go to
know.
the city and they think I'm a farm boy.
You don't fit in anywhere.
Yeah, I don't fit in anywhere. Yeah. Farmer
you-
boy wants a wife sort of thing.
I mean, I was going to say like Bachelor, but that would be crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. I mean, I know someone that I know someone that was a bachelor.
Oh, where
was-
are they now?
They live in Clovelly.
Single?
Yeah, they are.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's never worth
Do you remember when they
it.
did 3 bachelors?
No.
Yeah, it was like a couple years ago. It was the last season.
Wait, all like 3 at the same time?
Yeah, they did 3 bachelors.
And all the girls could be with whoever?
I think so, which kind of that's almost Love Island.
Yeah,
it's like if
you're
there's
getting
too
into
many
territory
now
there.
there's just relationships happening, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just like an open relationship going on.
Well, that's what the Bachelor, isn't that Bachelor crazy? It's
I
like
know, because they're like obviously making out with someone and then they'll just do it again with
imagine
the next
how much
person.
that would hurt your feelings.
I'm way too sensitive to
be a
be on
girl
that.
on The Bachelor. Like, because you wouldn't help but like the person and you know they're just macking on with everyone else.
Yeah,
you
you're
know?
like, so is what we had special?
Yeah, it's an insane concept. It's like, how did that even start, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I would go on that unless it was like, honestly, I would be upfront about it being like a career move. Like, yep, that'll be sweet, you know.
It's pretty tactful.
Yeah.
You're very good with that business brain like that. You're good at thinking
I'm a
in
very
that way.
I'm a very business brainy person.
You are.
But also, I'm not really too like I'll be on camera and I like doing that and stuff. But it's like it's not my main priority. Is like my personal Lachlan brand. Do you know what I mean? Like I like writing stuff. I see myself being like a writer.
Like for TV shows or something? Or would you make your own
TV
show? Well, you
shows.
have.
Really anything. Like I want to write a book. You know what I mean?
A fictional book?
Yeah.
A comedy book?
Nah.
Just like a novel?
Like a thriller or something.
Really?
Like a spooky thriller.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
like a spooky.
Like a small town murder.
Oh, I'd read that.
Yeah?
And I don't read.
Yeah.
So that's a huge
I feel
compliment.
like everyone in our group would read that. Like,
No, we love
imagine Will Gibb with
murder
a
and
small
horror.
town. Yeah.
Oh my God. You could name the characters after us.
Yeah, I totally could. Yeah. Yeah. So I see myself as being, I totally like being on camera and stuff, and I want to do more stand up and all that sort of stuff.
Have you done stand up before?
Yeah, I have.
Oh.
I've done a little bit of it.
How'd it go?
It was great. I really liked doing it. But I always struggled with like 1 in 10 would go poorly, and then I'd be like, I cannot handle the feeling of,
I know, it's
or like the nerves
awful.
before, and then there's the good payoff, but then you're like, is this all worth it?
Yeah. I've done it a couple of times, and the good that comes from it just didn't outweigh the bad for me.
stress.
Like the stress
Yeah.
was not worth it for me.
I know.
cannot.
And the stress is like putting yourself in a fight or flight
Yes.
anxiety situation for like a whole day.
Yes. I kind of feel like you have to hate yourself a little bit to do it.
Yeah. And then you do it and then it's really good if it's good. And then if it's not that good, then it's like all of that plus it's like, oh,
Right.
great, that sucked.
Right.
And then you go and cry.
Oh,
It's
no.
definitely, I see it as like learning to juggle like knives, where it's like
Mm-hmm.
you can get good at it, but you have to keep doing it. And once you stop doing it so much, it's like dangerous.
I see
you
it as
know?
more like showing strangers your butthole. It's just so vulnerable.
Yeah.
And they might not laugh.
Yeah, they might not. Yeah, but I do like writing. The only thing that draws me back in is like I will watch stand up that I really like, and I'm like, damn, I want to write write more
Yes.
stand up.
You could be a writer for like a late night show then.
True, and make $45,000 a year.
Is that all they get?
I mean, I don't think it's good. I don't think any writers are like, hell yeah, I'm rich.
Because you just have to be like grateful for the job opportunity.
Yeah, and it's like it's always the person whose face is on it is going to like make the most money. sort
Wait,
of
you're
thing.
so right. I've never heard a writer who's like rich.
Yeah, like, oh, come to my uncle. He's like a millionaire writer.
Yeah, and I guess unless you're like J.K. Rowling.
It's
or
always
something.
like he started a power washing business and sold it for $20 million.
And then he gets to write books.
Yeah,
Now in his
yeah,
time,
yeah,
yeah.
But this is what my plan is: get really rich
Yep.
through all my means,
Yep.
and then be like a writer or do whatever I want. And then if that becomes successful, then that's great.
That's a bonus.
Yeah, that's great. But I want to get to the point where I can just do whatever I want, you know?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
No, I want to do what someone else wants. That's my goal.
Yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
also like, how long, like who's going to want to watch like a 30-something-year-old like TikToker? Like,
Well, I do think that too.
yeah, it's all
There's
scary.
only a limit. Yeah.
Scary.
It's running out.
Every year I'm like, well, another year.
No, same.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like, oh, we're still here.
I think you've got a lot further than me though, because you've kind of come on a little bit later on.
Yeah, but that
the scene.
means I'm older later on. Like, that'll expire, right?
Oh, you're older earlier in your career.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like I'm just planning for it to be like, I don't know, in our 30s and people are like, used to watch. Even I already get comments being like, used to watch them. And I'm like,
Hey, I'm still alive.
yeah. And I'm like, am I one of those sad people? You know how you like have someone like Zoella that you used to watch and you're like, I wonder what she's doing now.
No,
And
right?
you check and she's uploading every day.
No, I think that I saw an old YouTuber I used to follow too. I'm like, oh my God, they are still around.
Yeah. And you're like, that's kind
oh,
of sad.
That's me.
And it's like, I can make fun of that and then they're going to make fun of me. Like that's what's going to happen.
What really like hit a nerve this morning was when I uploaded part 17 of a video.
Yeah.
Only because they keep doing well, so
Yeah.
I'd be dumb not to. And
That's not
and
your
this
fault.
one comment is like, part 17, when you're going to give it up. It's like, oh God.
Yeah.
I'm asking myself that.
Oh my God. I went on my own Reddit. We have like a Reddit. I shouldn't have gone on it. And there was like
A Fairbairn film
Fairbairn
Reddit.
And there was full discussions being like, Fairbairn films is just not what it used to be. They're so repetitive now and they just kind of do the same
you've been
thing.
going for 8 years. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, we've fallen into like a nice system that we can
Yes.
do, like going to work and like
Yes.
doing it again and again.
also there is going to be some repetition because people keep viewing it and liking it. I'm not going to stop if there's millions of views still happening. Like,
Yeah.
who's the fool now?
But I had like a crisis. I was like, oh, I've lost my youthful vigor.
Imagine you're like any other job though, like a carpenter. It's like
Oh yeah, they're
I-
doing the same
They do
thing.
the same thing over and over. They're
Real.
joining rings.
Give it up, mate.
Yeah.
There's tie downs every day at work. It's like, come on,
Also,
mate.
stand-up comedians still do their same set from like 20 years ago. It's an art form that they perfect. So
Why
it's
does
like,
not-
why
yeah.
is that not frowned upon?
Why do we have the standards of you have to be super exciting like each year and you can't do the same thing?
Yeah.
even though
Like
it
our
works?
stand-up friends, I've just seen the same 12 jokes
Truly.
for the last 12 months.
But the problem is I'm the problem because I will judge that as well.
No, I know. And I'm like, you're right. I'm a piece of shit. and thank
why
you
it
for
feels-
pointing it out.
That's why it feels bad because I'm like, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh.
And honestly, I think it hits hard because it's already my inner dialogue and like someone is saying it to me. So I'm like, yep, you confirmed what I was thinking.
Yeah. But it is fun. Every now and then I do like shake it up and do something and I'm like, I feel free.
But then
I
it gets
feel-
no views.
Yeah.
Anytime we shake it up.
I'm
I
calling
know.
this Lachlan Fairbairn is washed up.
and crashing out. Yeah. But then, so that happened. I read that and I was full like, oh, I didn't realize people thought that. And I was like, oh, are we that channel that everyone used to like and now they wonder what they're up to? And then I posted the video the next day and I got like 4 million views. And I was like, how can both of those things be
Still
true?
got it.
I was like, it can't be true because people watch.
I
you know?
know. Maybe there's more than 4 million people in the world
Yeah.
and you've got new followers.
And everywhere I go, people stop me and say hello. So it's like, that can't be.
Well, hey.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
It's like, that's got to be something.
I think so.
It's just stupid person on Reddit doesn't watch
And at
me
the end of the
anymore.
day, you're 6'4", so who cares?
And rich, so
And blonde and blue-eyed. Tea.
I'll
The girls
advise.
were frothing over Jordan the other episode, so now you can froth over Lachlan.
Oh, if you so desire.
That'll give you an ego boost. I think you need that.
Oh my god, I used to be so when I was single. I used to be so obsessed with being like good looking, like
Yeah.
online. And then 3 years of a relationship, I've just like fully stopped.
You just don't care. You're
Not
like,
that I don't care because I like looking good and going to the gym and stuff, but I've fully stopped like being like they all need to think I'm hot.
yeah.
You know
Well,
what I
do
mean?
you go like I'm funny or I'm hot, or do you try and be both?
I feel like if a comedian is like too hot,
They're not funny. I agree.
yeah, and it's kind of like, even if they are funny, it's like, I don't want to hear it, mate.
No,
like
I know. I'm
two
almost
things at
too
once.
distracted by if someone's too pretty, then whatever they're saying, I'm like, doesn't matter.
Yeah, and then you get yourself into a zone of like, are you only here because you look like that? You know what I mean?
Yes.
You're like, are you actually funny? Well, let's
Yeah.
hear it. And you start off on the wrong foot. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah.
Well, and it's weird because all these like comedic actresses, like Rebel Wilson used to really lean into it, being like, I'm Fat Amy. And that was like her one shtick.
Yeah.
And then she took Ozempic and it just doesn't really hit the same anymore.
Yeah,
Like-
Jackson gets that. People are like,
Yeah,
oh,
true.
yeah. But it's like, I think it's probably still as funny now. People just kind of get attached to like the fat kind of.
Yeah, it's like the crutch or something of being like the fat funny one.
Yeah. The way I put it is I listened to this podcast with Conan O'Brien and
I am obsessed
yeah.
with Conan's podcast.
yeah, it's sick.
Yeah.
And he had Julia Louis-Dreyfus
Yes.
on it. Yeah. And she's like, number one, I think she's like the funniest woman in the whole world.
Too.
And she's also like the
And also, you can say her name. Tom literally, it's 3 women names. That
Dewey Dreyfus.
That's all he hears.
really, and she's also like the prettiest woman in like
Right?
show business, right?
Right?
And she does it both.
Right.
And when she was talking to Conan, she was like, my perspective is you can't try and be funny and like cool at the same
Yeah.
time. You have to be willing. Like if you close your eyes right now, you can imagine her doing that chicken dance she does
Yes,
in Seinfeld. You know what I mean?
Yes, the little kicks.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like that's a perfect example of she didn't give a fuck about
Well, you
being
can't be
cool.
self-conscious while you're being funny.
No, and you
It
can't
always suffers.
and you can't be like, I'm gonna look hot, and I'm.
Yeah.
You can put plenty of effort into your appearance and stuff. I don't think that ruins it.
But that can't be like your one goal out of it
Yeah,
sort of thing.
and
like,
if you try and act and try and get the angle right, like on
Yeah,
every video,
exactly.
and it's like sometimes you've got to just submit to being goofy as and being like,
yeah.
like that's just my my vibe.
Do you reckon that's what you were like? That was you latched onto that, like I'm the funny one sort of thing
Yeah, and I was like, when I was single, I was like, if I get a girlfriend, it'll be because
of my personality.
yeah, and I just have aura. You know, I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, the aura I lose in being super goofy online, I'll gain back by having like a lot of followers online. Like, that'll replace it.
I'll get back by having money.
Yeah. So that's exactly what what I was thinking. I was like, because if you see, let's like think of like the goofiest comedian or whatever that's still kind of good looking, and you think about their stuff. If you saw them in public and they're like followed around by like an entourage and like all these women, and
No, it'd be weird.
You'd be like, oh, they do have aura though. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
I'm
sure.
saying that like it's still fine. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Like,
I think that's just the difference. If you're a success, it doesn't matter.
yeah. So I always kind of thought I'll just be funny, but I will admit, back when I was like younger and I had like curtain hair,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, it was bad, yeah. And I was like,
Very
bit of a
cool.
F-boy situation.
Hey.
And then I grew up a little bit,
And now you got
short
cool hair. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking of going a bit longer and getting a mullet again though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I
Just
need
your
to
new
change it up.
phase?
Yeah.
Mullet phase?
I remember when I had like a sort of breakup thing
Mm-hmm.
in like 2021. It wasn't like a legit one, but like a sort of half one.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I have to kind of show them that I'm crashing out a little bit. So I grew like a big mustache. Not crashing out, but I was like, I just kind of want to appear like I've.
You
like
wanted them to think you were doing bad. Isn't that the
No.
opposite to people in a
Not
breakup?
doing bad. I just kind of wanted to be like, I don't know how to explain it. I just kind of wanted to show that
I'm
like
going through
I'm
it.
It's
going
a classic breakup haircut.
Yeah, but I kind of wanted to show that, like, I don't know, something
Normally-
was happening with me. Does
Uh-huh.
that make any sense?
Normally, don't you like try and be better, like go to the gym and get
Yeah.
like a glow up?
Yeah, exactly. But
But you wanted the opposite.
I wanted to show her that like I was doing something drastic and maybe I
Okay.
wasn't doing great.
Why did you want that to be the
I
impression?
can't explain it, Tilly. I don't know
Try.
why. I just was like, if they see this, they'll be like, what
Did you break up with?
No, this was
Okay.
Yeah, they
So
kind of
you
ended
just
it.
wanted, and were you wanting in the hopes that she'd see you and be like, I feel so bad for him. Let's get back together.
No, that was never going to happen. No, I just kind
Okay.
of wanted it to look like, holy shit, he's doing.
been through it.
I cannot explain why I wanted this. Like you'd have to
It's
get
alright.
a psychologist
Okay.
involved.
Okay.
But I grew this big moustache.
Okay.
Like I just wanted to do something crazy. You know what I mean?
Good on you.
Like shave my head or grow like a big mo. And I grow facial hair pretty quick. So 1 week later, I had like this big blonde mo. Doesn't make any sense. Like I just wanted to like show something crazy.
Is that a thing that guys do, Tom? Would you ever try and look bad after a breakup?
Not look bad.
I'd maybe like grow a beard, but not to look bad.
Yeah, I think I really just wanted her to see that I like that
It meant something to
that
you.
I was like going through it a little bit. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I just
That's
thought
interesting.
I almost thought it would be funny, like because it wasn't that big a breakup. It was like a 3 month.
Oh, were you
thing.
playing a part of like I'm in a breakup. I need to be
Just crash
struggling.
out a little bit. Yeah, I think so. I was sad, but
that
I was.
makes more sense to me.
Yeah, it wasn't a big breakup. It was only like a fling sort of sitch.
Right.
So yeah, I think I was just like, this would be funny if I was just crashing out.
Cool. How did that go?
and-
did she contact you and be like,
It would have been
"What's up?"
it would have been very obvious because I did it straight away.
No correlation.
And then I made a video called like that one friend that like gets a moustache. So I like used it for content too. And the video did well and I
Jill
was like,
used to be like that. Like she'd make a cake and she'd be like, we have to do a video like friend who made a cake. And I'm just like, can we just do stuff without
yeah.
I don't know. Everything is content and inspiration.
Yeah.
we'd go to the zoo and it'd be like, we have to do friend at the zoo. I'm like, can I just do something
Yeah.
without it being
You guys are very good at
something.
that. Like, oh, this would be a good place to do like this thing, right?
I just
right
like
here.
to mix it up, keep it fresh.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely like hanging out with like Will and Pat.
Mm.
They'll be like, oh, wait, no, don't talk. We'll save it for the pod.
I
and
know.
we're all like,
all
guys,
the
just
time.
fucking
Just
talk
say
about it.
You've said it now. Like we're all here.
And they're like, wait.
We're not going to listen to your pod episodes, so just talk to us.
Do you ever hang out with Will and then he brings something up to you and runs it past you and then you realize it's just podcast stuff he's
yes.
working on?
All
Like
the time.
yeah.
Or
Every
a new
single
stand-up
thing-
set.
everything he says on You Wouldn't, he's talked about me the day beforehand.
Oh, really?
And so like he'll be like, what are your thoughts on this? And then I'll say something. And then the next day I'll see a clip on YouTube and then he'll be like, what do you think about this, Pat? And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, so he was just workshopping
He was just
material
trialing it on me.
Sometimes I honestly do that. Like I'll think of like a pretty kind of funny idea and I'll bring it up in regular conversation and if it kills, then it's good.
Yeah.
And I'll say it and then no reaction and I'm like, well, fuck that. Like that's
you
done.
just didn't get it.
Yeah. Or if it's like stand up, I'm like, this could be stand up.
I'm
And then
really
I'll, like,
curious
slide it
about
in.
your stand-up.
Really?
Yeah.
I've filmed some. Me and Will did a Melbourne Comedy Fest run together.
Oh.
Like a dual show.
Like a split bill of just the two of you.
Yep. And I did not have enough material. I had
How
like
long ago was this?
3 years ago.
Oh.
Like when we met. We
So
were like,
you've like properly done stand-up.
Will
Yeah.
always wears the Fairbairn and Gibb t-shirt.
I thought that was for like a live podcast show, not
that
a
was
stand-up.
that was more similar to that, yeah. So I actually
Right.
haven't done stand up since like 2022, honestly.
Right.
I used to be like pretty into it, and I don't know. I think it was funny stuff.
Hey.
I had a lot of bits about how like I'm gonna have a kid, and I was like planning on like like abusing it.
Okay.
You got to get dark.
Okay.
My opinion is you have to get dark. And the thing was like I would have a kid at like if I had a kid at the footy and it like screamed at players to like kick the ball and shit, I would just like leave it at the stadium and like make it walk home.
Why?
You know when you're at the footy and you hear someone like yell like kick it to Samson. You're like,
Yeah.
fuck, did you think he didn't think of that? Like
Oh, I see.
what are you he's going to listen to that and be like,
Well, I
Thanks.
would
So
have it.
verbally abuse your kids.
no, abuse. No, not really abuse, but the joke always ended. The joke always ended with me leaving the kid, making him walk home from the stadium.
Just because there's been a lot of child abuse stuff in the
Oh
news
shit!
lately.
I did not mean like that at all.
I always thought that I'd have kids to help myself be more productive. Because it's like such a great reason to be like, they're napping. It's the only time I can finally do work.
That's true. With structure, it's like the more stuff you have to do, the more you get done. That's true. Yeah.
You get a busy person to do, what is it? Like always get a busy
Busy
person.
yeah.
Yeah, otherwise you just
But
fuck
yeah,
around.
a lot of my stand up revolve like for some reason I firmly believe that one of the funniest like one of the funniest jokes you can make is around like putting a dog down. You're laughing.
Go on.
Because like it's always the most horrible thing you can think to say. And like one time our dog ran away and like went to this caravan park and like peed on like a tent.
Uh-huh.
And the people like had my dad's number on it. So they took the dog and they called dad and they were like, we're so mad. This dog has peed on our tent. And dad was like, it's all right. I'll take him home and I'll shoot him.
And they were like, whoa.
They're like, no, he was good. He was good. He was fine. He was good. Dad's like, no, that shouldn't happen. I'll
He
put him down
shouldn't
straight
have
away.
done that.
And I remember laughing so hard, and I
That
was
is
like, why
funny.
is putting dogs down like the funny?
That is funny. Yeah.
And I was watching like a movie or something, and someone made a joke about like putting a dog down. Maybe it was like Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, yes.
And I was like, there it is.
There
It's
it is
funny.
again. Even
It's-
Larry agrees.
It's bringing up putting a dog down is like
Well, it's just anything that's like intense
it's-
and
yeah.
more. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like it's light enough though.
yeah,
to
it's not like child
putting
trafficking.
a baby down. Yeah, like I think that's where you cross the line.
Yeah, but putting it like, oh, we'll put him down, like it's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
And just like the phrase of like we'll put it down means to kill your dog, like willingly. But it's such a normal phrase, like oh, hey, how's your day been going? Yeah, I had to put my dog down. Like,
Many a day.
like
spent
holy
like that.
shit, you've had a day, mate. Like that is
God damn.
bad.
Did, Did you also say you had like something crazy happen to you?
Oh my god, yes, thanks
Tell
for bringing that up.
me.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
hate suspense. I've been sitting on it.
Yeah, this is great. I'm going to tell this in my own podcast too. So if you hear it
You
twice
heard it here
out there,
first.
yeah. Okay, so the other night it was my friend Jimmy's birthday. You've met Jimmy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Sweet Jimmy.
yeah, so we went out in Balmain, in Sydney, and we were kind of like we were drinking, and it got around like 12:30, and we were just like having a drink, sitting like by the window in this pub. Okay, so this story is fucked.
Stop.
This story's fucked. Okay. So I saw this guy, and he like came out of the pub, I think, and he like walked across to his car, and he was shit faced.
Okay.
And he was like walking
Was
like
it Jackson?
yeah, it was Jackson. He was like hobbling, and he kind of like he couldn't even like stand straight. And me and Jimmy were like, is he about to drive?
Oh.
And then he flicks his car like lights on, like with his keys, like beep beep, opens his door, and then like gets in his car, and he like puts one leg in and it's like swaying, and we're like, is he about to drive? Like what is going on? And then he gets into his car in like 3 stages, and we're like holy shit, this guy's about to drive. Well, this
3 acts
yeah,
of
and
getting
then
into the car.
and then you know what? I was like, what kind of person am I? Am I the person that just like lets someone fully
Right.
drink drive? And I was like, no, I'm gonna say something.
Oh my God. Oh no. Oh God. He wasn't drunk. He was disabled. No. Okay. Keep going.
So I go out and I go over to him and I'm like, knock, knock, knock. And I'm like, hey
no.
man, are you gonna drive? And he's like, hey man, I'm fully disabled. I have 3
Oh. Yep.
I have 3 spinal like contusions. And he shows me his disabled thing. And he's like, I promise you I'm not drunk.
Oh.
And I'm like,
Oh.
I am so
Lachlan.
sorry. I am so sorry about this. I was like, what can I do? Like, and he was like,
God.
he was like, man, don't worry, you're doing the right thing. And I was like, how could a good
Now
deed?
he's like easing you.
Yeah, he was so good about it. And I was like, and he spoke so soberly. He was bone sober. And I was like, oh my God, how could a good deed turn to the worst fucking possible
my
deed in the
God.
blink of an eye?
I hate that.
Oh
for you.
my God. And I had the biggest head noise.
Because firstly, to even get the courage to intervene in like a stranger's life, to be like, I'm going to help this man and be like, I'm not letting you drive.
Yeah.
Like if he was
I was like,
drunk.
what if he gets into a crash?
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't do something.
Yeah, he killed a family of 4.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
how would I live with that
Yeah.
if that happened?
And King's Cross is like filled with pubs. So it's only fair that you would have thought that.
Yeah. And I was like, oh no.
And how did you back away?
I was just like, I was just like, I'm so sorry. And he was like, it's all good,
Oh.
man. And I just went back and I was
I'm
like,
mortified for moments like that because I never know if I'm being patronizing or
Yeah.
helpful.
Yeah.
And
and then you're like the Karen that like stepped in and you
Yeah.
didn't need to.
yeah,
And that was me.
like I see someone like an old person in the shop who can't reach a top shelf. So I'm like, excuse me, would you like help? And they're like, no, I've got it. And it's like, okay, I like just didn't want you to like not
Yeah.
get a cereal.
Yeah.
But then you're like somehow patronizing because
yeah.
they're
And it's like the one thing they always have to deal with.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I'd be so sick of it. Like, and then you think like, if I was that person, I just want everyone to fuck off and not talk to
Exactly.
me.
And it's like, oh, great, again. It's
again,
happened
now I have
again.
to
Yeah.
justify my existence.
Yeah, I think about that a lot when I'm like walking down the street. It's like, you know me, I'm really tall,
Mm.
right? And if I'm walking down the street and there's like a girl in front of me, I'm like, and I'm wearing like a hood because it's cold.
Yeah.
I'm like, great, now I'm like a scary guy.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what? If I was a small girl,
Yeah.
I would think I'm a scary guy. Like and it's dark, and I was
Yeah.
like, I fully understand.
So you do your
I
best.
don't even, and I'm like, how do I? I kind of like
Wait.
walk. I walk a bit more goofy. Like I'm
That's a good one.
Or I get on the phone and I'm like, hey, mom, I'm just walking around.
You know those videos who are like, it's like guys trying to like show that they're not a threat. And
Right,
it's like
yeah.
slay queen. Like you just start talking
Yeah.
like sort of
Yeah.
gay chat. And
But it's like I don't want to be like another reason that a girl has to like feel
you're so
unsafe.
thoughtful.
But this is the thing that I think a lot of guys do. Sometimes I honestly cross the road. Like I'm
Yeah.
going to get away from this girl because
well,
I
there
don't
was
want to
this
like.
whole like conversation about that. It's like, should you cross the road and
Yeah.
then do you and like do you appreciate it? I feel like it's just I don't know
it
common
should-
sense.
It should be fine. And like, what if you cross the road and then they do, and then it's like,
Yeah.
I'm overthinking this. Like,
Yeah.
this doesn't matter at all. But yeah, that is like a thing, especially if it's like late at night, and I'm like, I know what I appear. I'm just a big guy, and it's like a big guy could kill you. You
Right.
know, like that could happen.
Yep.
There's odds that it's a possibility.
Yep.
And it's like I'm not that guy, but how do you know?
Even I think those things. Like
Right.
if I'm walking behind a woman sometimes, like I make it clear that I'm not like after like attacking. You know, like you leave enough room and sort of make a bit of a noise to like not spook someone.
Yeah, but I mean, you're a dainty enough girl that it should be.
Make a thank you.
You're so tiny.
You can barely see me.
And also sometimes when I'm walking in, like an even bigger guy is like coming up. Yeah, a part of me is like,
And then you're the one
shit.
that they need to.
I'm about to be bashed.
Yeah.
I'm
they cross the road for you.
Thanks, mate.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So that's something that crosses my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot. Tom, you even like you were walking behind a girl once. You were like retold this to me, and you sped up or slowed down or something to try, but you ended up scaring her like so much more that she jumped.
I always stuff it up. I always used to.
Yeah. Maybe I should run. I'll run afterwards.
Start screaming and running.
Yeah.
I'd like make noise and then it would just scare them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever I used to ride bikes and deliver pizzas at Domino's, I'd ring my bell to show someone I was coming past and would make them jump in front of me. They would jump
In
right
front of the
in front
bike.
of me.
Yeah, I think a ring is right though, because if you
So
get
I
in
stopped ringing and I just speed past them.
yeah,
And
if you get in the mood of understanding ring, like ring means don't do anything. Like,
Right.
Ring means just be wary, but then why ring? So
Oh,
I don't
I'm
know.
bad when I'm ringed at. I do like jump.
Tilly jumps to one side as quick as possible to try
You're
and make
right.
an accident.
Well, not to try. It's just, I'm very like accident prone. Not prone.
Like jumpy.
If you're listening, a ring means don't move, whereas Tilly sees
move.
it as I'm about to hit you. You need to dive to the side.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't do that.
I understand the confusion because a ring means don't move, but they probably wouldn't have moved anyway.
Yes.
So why not just zoom past?
Exactly.
Although
because
when
I
I
used to zoom past people and they'd shit themselves.
when I get zoomed past, I'm like fucking
and then
hell.
they'd yell at me.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know what the answer
But I had
is.
to get my Dells there in under 14 minutes or I didn't
Or the
get my
pizza's
points.
free.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
One time, like with my mum, I don't know if she's going deaf or something, but I'll enter a room and she's like la 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 la,
Oh,
and I'm like
me.
I have to make a noise now so I don't scare her.
Yep.
And I'm like, hey mum, just ah!
Yep.
I'm like, fuck, how could have I warned? Like I walked in loudly.
Yep.
I like was like, all right.
I need to get
This
a
is daily.
Yeah,
a
right.
cat bell for Tom. we can't
this is you.
coexist in this tiny apartment without him scaring me like 15 times
And you're
a
like,
day.
how do I like?
I don't do
tap-
anything. I'm just walking around.
To the point where like we're talking and then he'll just appear behind me. And it's like
We'll be middle of a conversation and I'll scare Tilly.
I think I did that to you last week. I was
It's
like,
relentless.
ah, and you were like, ah.
No, that was a scare.
Right.
Whereas this is just Tom walking from the lounge room to the bedroom and I'm like, bloody hell, how'd you get here?
Like we'll be like, what's for dinner? And Tilly's like, I reckon we should have chicken. And in that time I've moved closer to Tilly. And I'm like, yeah, chicken works. And then she's like,
Is it because you're like not observant enough? Like you just look straight ahead, sort of thing.
Yeah,
like,
I'm really in my own world.
Yeah, because when people teleport, that is like scary. Like when you thought they were there and then now they're here. Like,
yeah.
But you should know he
I
exists.
think he's very silent. He's like a
yeah,
like a
yeah.
ninja in the night.
But it is funny when like you notice that someone doesn't know you're there, and you're just like, I'll tap you, and they're like, ah, and it's like, what could have I done?
You need to announce yourself,
Yeah,
but not
walking
in
in the
a
room.
jarring way.
Yeah, I don't know.
Either.
Here's a little funny little story. I was walking around the CBD of Sydney like a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And this girl comes up to me and she's like, hey, can you pretend we're together?
Oh, this
is-
never happens in real life. This is such a
serious.
movies thing.
Yeah. And you know what's kind of like, this is bad. I was like, hero moment.
You start making out with
I'm
her.
a saying, no, I had a girlfriend. But I was like everyone's got like a savior complex. And I remember just being like, I'm the strapping man that'll save her. And I was like, of course.
What do you need?
Not in like a weird way, but in like
Yeah.
a like I'll save you.
I'm up to the challenge.
And I was like, who is it? And I was like, this guy, and he really was being really weird.
oh, really?
And then she kept on walking. She was like, it's all good now. I'll keep walking. She kept walking, and then I crossed the road. It was like near Hyde Park, and then Hyde Park. No, what's the centre park in the middle of Sydney? It's called that is Hyde Park. Yeah, you don't know.
Near the city.
And then I was like a detective. I was like walking slowly across the road, like looking at the man, and I was like, "What's he doing?"
Oh.
And it was almost like the Pink Panther was like dun
Yeah.
and I was
What, she had moved on left.
yeah, she was up. I was kind of keeping an eye on her as well.
Good.
Now I was another creep.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
like, fuck, I got 2 men after me now.
Yeah. And then she'd activated me. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was just like watching him, and he was kind of like just walking. He was just off his face.
Oh.
Yeah. And he was kind of like talking to anyone as he walked. And I was just kind of like observing and watching. And then he stopped, and then I like posted up, like leant up against something. And I was just kind of like
Just keeping it close. I really like that. That's really sweet of you.
yeah, it is. And then I saw the girl again, and I was like,
Just to let you know, ma'am, everything is under control.
yeah, everything's under control, ma'am. He went that way. All right. I'm here if you need me.
She's like, cool, can you get out of my bedroom? It's 1 a.m.
But then I was like, because I saw her again, I was like, now she's going to think I'm a creep. But she was like, no, thank you so much.
Aw.
But I was like, that's scary. And like any guy out there, like be willing to do that for any girl. Like,
That's nice.
yeah. And I feel like that's happened like before, like at a bar or something. Like always be like willing.
Wow, you look trustworthy, apparently.
Maybe I do. Yeah.
I wonder what it is.
I remember one time I was at a bar. Oh, this is another one of those ones where I stepped in and it was wrong. There was like there was a girl.
You know, it's really nice to meet someone else who does this, because I feel like I'm the only one who like will talk to a stranger and it always like comes out worse.
Yeah,
somehow.
right, yeah.
And I'm like, I just had a good intentions. I
Yeah.
don't know how it always flips back.
I know, yeah. Yeah, I was at this bar in America, and there was like this girl like by the bar, and then this big guy had both arms planted next to her, and he was like just passion out with her. And my vibe was she couldn't leave, and it didn't look like that she was that keen
Right.
or whatever. And just a part of me was like, is she all good? Not 100% sure she's all good. So he kind of like went to get a drink, and I was just like,
Okay.
are you all good? And she was
Yeah.
like, yeah, of course.
Oh,
And I was like, fuck. Oh, well, at least I asked.
I hate that she was like rude about it.
Yeah, she was just kind of like,
I don't
yeah, of
get
course.
that. I don't get that
And
ever.
then you look like the biggest loser ever.
Yeah, I did.
You're like, is he bothering you,
Yeah.
mister?
yeah.
yeah.
Because you could come home to mine and I'll look after you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like what they think, that you're like,
You just need a nice guy like me, Lachlan.
Lachlan Fairbairn.
Yeah.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
I'll step in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it was kind of like
Oh,
that.
that's nice. I think that's another nice thing.
I know.
You did.
And I think I literally always will. If I think something's
Yeah.
going, I think I will just always ask. You can just ask.
you can just ask, and then
Yeah.
you're the one who gets embarrassed
and
for doing a good deed.
But honestly, that's the best.
Well,
Like,
that's
thing
the
that
best
could go.
outcome.
That's
What
the
if
best
you
thing that
didn't
could go.
ask and
That's
she
the
did
best
need
worst
help?
thing that could happen.
Exactly.
So the worst thing that happens is that I got it wrong.
Exactly.
And that's sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so and there has I don't know, this is getting like so serious, but there has been times
Mm.
where I've like asked a girl like, is it all right? And she's been like, nah, he's been a bit creepy.
Oh.
And then I've just like gotten in between and been like, hey man, let's go over here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've done it. Yeah.
Is that what you do? You
At a bar.
distract the guy and take him away,
Yep.
and so she can
Go home.
Go home.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
nice work.
And I actually ended up walking that girl home to her house.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm so good.
You're such a good guy.
But then it's weird because it's like no flirting. Like I don't want to do anything with you.
imagine
You know what I
if
mean?
Then you're like, so we're
Yeah,
gonna
so
take
we're going
him out.
in. Yeah. But I remember she was being like, yeah, I don't know, I kind of. But then I'm like, were you guys just? Was it fine? And I got all weird and got in there.
Right.
Like it's kind of murky.
Well,
But
it's very like murky. It's like there's not clear rules with social cues
Yeah.
like that.
but worst case scenario is this girl's too drunk to say no properly, or she can't kind of get him off her, and then she to
Who
make
taught you to be so great?
just a good guy.
Tom, have you ever done this?
Yeah, Tom.
No.
Yeah, I bet you've also never told a disabled person that they seem fucked out of their brains.
I think Tom steers
No,
towards
I'm
not.
I'm very aware of everything that's happening in a room, and I just keep an eye on stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always been like
But
that.
you're
Yeah.
you're more
And
like
stuff.
the observer in a. You're just like you just observe. Yeah.
Yeah. I just walk people away without stuff happening.
Yeah. I think it's just the main thing is being like, I'm a guy, so I'm gonna do my bit to add safety to the world. Do you know what I mean?
That's nice.
Like there's guys that are doing their bit for the opposite, so I might as well use my guy powers to do.
It's very sweet of you.
And it's sort of like playing Red Dead Redemption, and there'll be like, this happens in Red Dead Redemption. Have you ever played this game, Red Dead Redemption?
No, but I've done a few skits where I'm a small town girl and everyone comments Red Dead
Oh, yeah,
Redemption.
like a
So I can only
Southern Belle.
imagine. Yeah, exactly. That's
so there'll
what it's
be like a girl getting like full like R-worded by like this guy in a bar, and then you're just like, fuck yeah, I get to shoot this guy in the head, and you just bang.
Oh, so then you're like the hero. And
Yeah.
would you love to shoot someone if you were allowed to? Like if they had been.
I don't believe that I would cope with having
No.
killed someone. I think you say like that'd be sick, but I feel like I would
In
have
real life, you'd be like,
trauma
"Oh,
forever."
Yeah, that's fair. But
Yeah.
in the game,
Yeah,
well
I'm
done.
just like, yeah, mate, you've earned the right to die.
So
Bang.
this is your equivalent in a bar. You're like, was he bothering you? Yeah. Nice work.
But the game literally makes it a situation, and you can walk away and let it happen. It's fucked. Like, yeah,
No one should walk away from
no, I never do.
Oh, good,
Yeah.
good, Lachlan.
I mince them with my gun, with my big iron. Was he bothering you?
I haven't really ever had. This is my dream, okay, right? My dream is for there to be an instance where Tom can swoop in and save
Save
me.
you, yeah.
And there's never in my life been an instance. And I guess I'm very lucky.
Yeah.
I don't want to like manifest me being
Jilly
in
hates
danger.
that I have de-escalation skills.
Oh, it's such de-escalation skills. Like all
Like
I
if
want.
I can see a fight starting to happen, I'll just befriend the person who's about to start the fight and then just like walk them away.
Yeah, which honestly, that's always like the right move to like.
all I want is for Tom to punch a guy. Then I'm yours, but
I'm like, what's
Yeah.
going on, brother?
Yeah.
They're like, you want to go get a beer? And you'd be like,
Yeah.
okay.
See, I
Right.
get a bit hot-headed. If you want to find someone that gets honestly like diabolically hot-headed in these scenarios, it's Jackson. Yeah. Like I remember one time someone like, what did they do? They were in a bar and they were like talking to his missus, and he like grabbed their jumper and like threw it on the ground. He was like, fuck off.
And he's like, hey, that's my jumper.
And they were just like talking to his girlfriend. Like maybe they were trying to like crack on or something. But it's
Oh
like,
my
mate, you're in a
God.
club.
Yeah, what do you expect?
She's not feeding into this.
I can't tell you how little jealousy is in Tom.
Right.
Like,
And you want more.
yes.
Yeah.
But I also probably don't. Like, if you did hit someone, I'd be like, not cool. But
Yeah.
just for a minute, it'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I think there's a healthy amount of jealousy. I think I'm pretty jealous.
Really?
Yeah. But I'm pretty good at like bottling it in. But
And then it just fucking explodes.
yeah. But I remember there'll be times like it'll be like, hey, this is my old high school friend chatting. And I'm like, who's this cunt?
Really?
Fuck, he's so good looking. Why is everyone in Sydney so
Oh, is that where
good?
jealousy comes from? Insecurity?
You know what? If they're ugly, I don't even care at all. Yeah.
What if they're very funny?
Yeah, but the funny thing doesn't really bother me because I remember like with my girlfriend, like I remember like hanging out with like friends of mine that are hilarious, and she'd be like dying laughing. I'm like, I'm not jealous by that.
Oh,
I don't know.
nice.
It's how good looking they are.
Nice.
I have a
think
problem
it's
with
funniness for me.
right.
I don't really care if you talk to hot people, but if they make you
Tilly
laugh,
gets really jealous of funny girls. Like if I'm watching like a video with like and I
Yep.
chuckle, Tilly's like, what's so fucking funny?
even though I love
Funny. So she's tanned. Is that what it is? She's fucking tanned and fit and funny. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, no, I'm just watching.
You know what? I actually did have a sprinkle of that though. I remember Vetti being like, "Oh my god, watch these guys! They're so funny." And it was, I'm not going to name names, but it was an influencer group in Australia that I kind of like despise. And I was like, "What about that is funny?"
Yeah,
That's
tell
not
me,
funny.
explain it.
Yeah, and they weren't even that good looking, but I was just like, when someone thinks something's really funny and I don't find it funny, and they're like a guy or whatever, I'm like, what's funny?
Yeah.
Really?
Arguably, not at all. That joke's been done a million times in a million different better ways.
Yeah, but you can think them funny. If you really want to have sex with them, then just fucking go there. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
well, maybe we got to work on that.
Yeah, I have things, to work on. Yeah, 100.
I don't. Not at
Yeah,
all.
but I definitely have improved. I've definitely improved muchly with like the jealousy
Good.
thing. And I think because me and Jackson, we're pretty bad at it. I think because we grew up like on a farm, we're not like city initiated in terms of like when you grow up like in the city like Sydney,
Yeah.
the group's got boys, it's got girls, people hug each other,
Yes.
people kiss. Like it's just so like not in a weird way, but like
it's just a bit more mingly and normal social stuff.
I remember when I first got here, it was almost like oh, okay, I got to get used to that. Oh, I got to get used to that. You know,
what was your school like?
My school was co-ed, but the group, it was, and I had a girlfriend in it.
Oh.
But the groups were very separate. They didn't kind of like mingle for some reason. I don't really know why. I just think it's
but that's strange because like you grew up, co-ed. Like I feel like you've been acclimatized to that.
I think it's just the country vibe is like much more traditional, and it's much more like have some respect and don't talk to my wife.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Okay, that makes more sense.
There's like a man
like a bit
code.
old school of like that's my woman.
And I didn't realize I was like this, but being bred out there, I do realize that that's kind of like in there. You know what I mean?
So was your dad like that?
No, not really.
It's not like he instilled in you like that you protect your woman.
No, Dad's not like that. I don't really know where it's from, but I remember coming to Sydney and being like, oh, I gotta chill out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like so many.
And just like be cool, and it's not like that deep sort of
thing.
thing.
Yeah. Or like an ex is around, or like somebody, or this or that, and just being like, this city. At the end of the day, cities are not that big in terms of everyone knows everyone, and it's just nothing's that big of a deal. And when you're in the city enough, you get very good at like, I don't know, just being chill and not. And I remember coming in and being like, damn, I gotta fucking work on that. But I have. I reckon I'm way better at it now.
You seem normal to me.
Thanks, Tilka. Appreciate it.
I don't know why I'm attracted to this like toxic old schoolness. Then maybe I would have done really well in rural Adelaide.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd love to be someone's property. Then I don't have to think.
Housewife vibes.
Honestly,
like trad wife.
I'd kill it.
No,
you see me bake a cake.
You just think that's what you want because you've had so much the opposite way.
It is toxic. Yeah. I fully agree that it is toxic. But the thing that's bad is like I really like now in life that you can like I can just fully like have a big convo with you.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend like doesn't care.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Sure.
But in the back of my head, I'm like worrying about her. I'm like, is she worried? Is she worried about this? Is she worried about that?
But maybe that's just you she doesn't care. Yeah.
It's my baggage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that's always in like the deep back. But I do like now that it's like you can talk to anyone and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, because that's how life should be.
You can have sex and it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Because at the end, we're just animals.
Oh, honestly.
We're just animals and, you know.
Do you think you'd survive the Salem witch trials? Because I do, because I'm really good at people pleasing. And I don't think that I would have gotten burnt because I'm very good at just appeasing.
Oh, right. Yeah. You would have flown under the radar.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have been.
And I would have just baked a cake and been like, oh, good.
See, I don't understand this. You know how there's like religious persecution? Like people get killed for being religious?
Yeah.
I don't understand that because just say you're not religious.
Right?
Hey, are you?
Why does it have to be your whole life?
Hey, are you Christian?
Nah.
No, I'm not Christian.
Pretty easy.
Oh, okay. Well, I suppose you'll live.
Yeah.
And it's like, dear God, sorry for saying that time I wasn't
just
Christian.
Repent.
But I
like
sort
the
of
easiest
did.
religion to repent.
Yeah, I sort of did, and you can get forgiven for anything.
Yeah.
It's like I sort of just did want to live, so I just said that. And you knew. If you're God, you know my brain.
We have our own thing going on.
Yeah, you know my brain. You know I was lying.
Yeah.
Like, surely you're allowed to lie about that to live.
I just want to get like lynched by Goody Proctor over there.
Yeah, I never understand. I understand like when when it's like ethnicity mixed in with religion. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But when
it's a little more tricky to lie about. But when it's
literally just like someone being like, I will never say that I'm not Christian because
maybe they're so proud. And I've never experienced something like that. You know, it's so part of their identity and their
and it would be a betrayal to their. It would be a betrayal to say I'm not, and they will die for it.
Yes.
But I don't understand.
Wow, imagine having something you
die
die
for.
for.
You wish someone would die for you.
Donkey.
I feel like Tom would sustain like a fairly mild injury for you.
And I'm like, yeah, but was it death?
Yeah, he could have died.
So who is she then?
Yeah. I know I could have died, but I only had to lose a finger.
Yep.
But you could have died. You could have stood in front of the
Would you die for me? I'm like, well, I cook for you and quit my job to help you. Like I do all this other stuff.
But would you die?
Yeah.
Tom likes to say, no, but I'd live for you.
Oh, that's very nice. Yeah. No, but I'd live for you.
And that's a bigger cost, you know?
Yeah, because living sucks.
Living's very
and life's
long.
hard and then you die.
Yeah. Great. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
How else do we get to say?
I don't know. We've done pretty good just humming through it. Is this as good as they usually are?
I reckon.
Or am I the best one?
I think you might be the best one.
Don't say that. That's a lie.
I just like to make you happy.
She's a people pleaser.
You know when like a band would come and they're like, Sydney, you're the best. And it's
Yeah.
like, shut up.
Yeah, you
We
just
are not.
memorize. Yeah, no.
Yeah. And they'll say the wrong town and you'll be like, oh, great.
Yeah.
You even know
Especially
where you
growing
are.
up in Brisbane, like, Brisbane.
Yeah.
You are the best.
It's like
And I'd be
really
like,
because you've
really?
been to San Francisco, like
Yeah.
Paris.
When we do tours, I'll research the town, find out where the shit suburb is. Always gets a laugh.
Oh, you throw them under the bus.
Yeah, like Logan, like
Yeah,
that's the
Ipswich
Logan one.
or-
Yeah,
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 whatever.
And then I'll find out like the big rivalry because it'll always be half like Broncos and half whatever the thing is. You know what I mean?
And what you just throw that out, and they're like, "Yes, he gets it.
Yeah.
He sees us."
Because there's nothing better than someone coming and then it's like they've done their research.
It is nice.
Yeah.
No, it is nice.
Yeah, or they know.
I'll do research one day.
Do you think you would do like shows, like live things?
Well, it always comes back to this. Will's been pressuring me to. So
You've got a meeting next week
Oh, I do
Oh, wow.
actually.
with head of
So
live.
it might be happening.
Do you reckon it would be like live podcast sort of thing?
I think it'll be a little like character variety show.
That's so fun. Yeah, that's cool. What I want to do this year, here's a scoop. I want to do write like sketches like for the stage. And then me and Jackson like actually rarely ever address the crowd. It's all like in the world. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
So
like
there's,
a play.
Yeah, but there's like different sketches. And then the voice of God will be like, and now for a sketch called this,
That's
and this.
cool. I
And then
like
we
that.
like come out wearing hats and doing the thing, you know.
And would it go like an hour?
Yeah.
Or just
Yeah.
and different sketches all through?
Yeah.
Doing whatever,
Yeah,
characters.
And I can write it or I can repurpose
You
other
can.
stuff.
And you love writing.
I love writing. Yeah. And you know what else I love? Money. I love money. I want to sell it all out. I want to sell out. If you're an advertiser out there, I will advertise anything except for gambling as long as it's not that like good. Like
Unless they pay enough, then gambling.
I hate it when it's like, would you do this for $500,000? And it's like, I don't know what I would. I have no idea what I would say no to.
No, you've got morals. I've seen them.
Pretty good morals. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've scratched the surface of gambling.
I think
but
with the goodness that you do protecting women, you sort of make up for with your like soullessness of promoting anything.
with gambling, like we did like a tab thing once, and it was like
Did
wasn't
you get cancelled for it?
No, people don't care. I mean, like we had, it wasn't a direct thing. It was like we went to a tab event and there was like footy players there and we just had to like film some like fun little
Yeah.
things. And I remember being like, look, I'm responsible with my money, so I'm going to take the money and you can be irresponsible and gamble.
Yep.
It's up to you,
Yeah.
which is not a good way to look at things. It's not that responsible. But I was like, you know what? I'll be responsible. I need this money.
Well, good
I'm
job.
going to do it.
You did
Yeah.
it.
Mutual Friends is completely unmonetized.
Oh, really?
It makes no. It just we spend money.
You should get some gambling ads going. There's probably some out there.
It's completely adless. Unlike other podcasts, like
I think-
you wouldn't.
Yeah,
Fairbairn podcast.
you get there. No, we're pretty
and-
adless actually
Because
right now.
we're just in it for the art.
Yeah.
We don't care about money.
Podcast-
Who needs money?
Podcasts take forever. Like a podcast will blow up and you'll be like, how long have you guys been podcasting? Oh, 7 years. Like, oh, great.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Cool. Okay,
Can't
so I'll
wait
be
for-
dead. Cool.
Yeah.
I truly don't see myself long term. Like,
As in, you can't imagine yourself long term.
no, like my brain can only think of like maybe the next week or maybe
Right.
like in a month's time. Like I've never seen
Yeah.
myself as like one day I will be 40.
Yeah, I think a lot of us act like that because it's kind of like it's too scary. And everything we imagined worked out fully differently than we
True.
imagined.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like, why bother trying to
Yeah.
predict?
But you know,
Anything.
Tom, your brain is the opposite. You only see long term.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't care about short term.
Right, you
Yeah.
just crunch numbers. You work on averages.
Yeah, I work on long term.
You work. It's like betting odds. You just work on you play the game. You play the numbers. Play
But
the
it means
averages.
like when things are going well, I'm like, I don't even notice because I'm like, will they be going well in 10 years?
Yeah, and I think that's actually a good way to be, which is to be agnostic to good and bad times, pretty much. So it's like
Is that the key?
anytime it's like really good, I'm like, just settle, Lachlan. Don't
Well,
take
they say this too shall pass.
yeah.
So you
it's
can't
like,
get too
don't get too.
wrapped
That's how
up.
Tim Duncan won 5 championships.
I
Good
love
on
Tim
him.
Duncan.
Who's Tim Duncan?
He's a basketball
Very
player.
level-headed basketball player.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
And people would interview him and he'd just give them nothing. Like and then he retired and he just like went off the map.
Oh,
He's like, I'm rich.
Oh, good on
You
him.
won't hear from me.
that's your dream, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I actually see the way that we do it. I always say this, like people come up really like fast and big.
Yeah.
And then maybe they fall off. And then I'm like, we're just like the little train that's just chugging along.
done
Just
chugging.
like,
Yep.
and it's like people come and I'm like real jealous. And then they'll go and then I'm like, shouldn't have been jealous.
And you're working on that, so that's good.
Yeah, I
That's the
think
jealousy.
I'm just having like, it's the prefrontal cortex that brings maturity. I'm just like, you know what?
Do you reckon yours has fully developed yet?
Yeah, I felt it happen.
Really?
I think it was like one night.
Really?
I was just like, whoa. I feel
and you're like, I don't feel like being silly.
yeah,
Or like
yeah,
taking a risk.
yeah. You're like, I don't feel like doing that random thing. Also, being in a relationship, you're like, should I really go out and get drunk?
Yeah, that'll do it for you.
Yeah, it's like there's nothing to gain from getting really horrendously drunk.
Well, that's why the who's that oldest F1 driver? Not Brad
Brad
Pitt.
Pitt, Sonny Hayes,
Fernando Alonso.
Fernando Alonso. Did you know this? He's like 46.
I
Wow.
think he's 43 or 44.
Okay, still like an old athlete.
Yeah.
He's only still racing because he had a crazy accident where like part of he got brain damage and basically like his consequences. What is the frontal lobe?
No, the theory is he had a crash so big at the age of like 30 something that it reset him to 18.
Like risk taking of an
Yes.
18-year-old.
No, not his risk taking. Just like
No, but yes,
he
because-
forgot a lot of stuff and was like, he feels 18. He's like, I'm going to race for another 20 years.
Oh.
And now he's like 45 and everyone's like,
Oh, as in he's not burnt out by it or anything.
No.
he's like, I'm
he's-
5 years into this thing, baby.
Right.
Crazy.
And there's also probably like a youthful, not risk taking, but like just feeling things and driving by like the seat of like of your pants. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that does.
But apparently
give you
he's
that
like,
fuel.
every day is the first person in, last person out. He's like, this is so fun.
right, yeah.
He's not
Because
American. I don't know why he did that accent.
he's just a little 18-year-old.
And I feel like I worry about this with myself. I feel like as you get older, you get smarter but too smart, and you start overthinking everything.
Yeah.
And you're not just putting shit out there like live.
Yes.
Like you don't have
Sometimes you can overthink instead of just do.
yeah, and you don't have that energy of something of someone that would just kind of like just do some crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like when you watch, I don't know, like a young person that gets like really viral for doing crazy stuff, and you're like, damn, they just have energy. And I'm like, damn, have I lost my energy? Have I lost that
Yeah,
youthful?
that lust for life.
yeah. And I read my Reddits and I cry.
Oh, don't read the Reddit.
Don't read the Reddit. Do never go on. If you have
Don't
a
read the
Reddit,
comments
No
on
one
the
else
Reddit.
has a Reddit.
Yeah,
The
true.
most unrelatable podcast ever.
Guys, stop reading your fan fiction Reddits.
Yeah.
It's just not sustainable.
nah, it's weird. Don't read too much stuff about yourself if it's out there. Yeah. That's my advice to the every person out there. Don't read all of the text out there about yourself, and there's lots.
Oh, all right. Well, that's done. That's done and dusted.
Yep.
Thanks
We're
for
going to
coming
dumplings
on.
at 7:30 if anyone else wants
My
to
stomach
come.
is grumbling and I'm
I know I'm so keen.
fantasizing about it.
Eating
Yeah.
a sausage roll today, and I'm ready for dumps.
Okay.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for having
Thanks
me
for
on.
coming on.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, mutual friends.
Bye.